In today's America, fear has taken a new form. Not the fear of war, not the fear of natural disasters, not even the fear of political conflict. This is a quieter fear, a fear that hides inside bank accounts, monthly bills, grocery receipts, medical invoices, and late-night thoughts that refuse to go away. It is the fear of financial uncertainty, a fear that now affects more Americans than ever before. Almost every household feels it. Every adult fears it, and millions are silently overwhelmed by it. This fear does not shout. It does not explode. It does not create headlines or breaking news alerts. Instead, it slowly tightens its grip, day after day, month after month, year after year, until one morning people wake up and realize they are not afraid of losing money. They are afraid of losing control of their lives. In this video, we will explore the rise of America's financial fear, why it has become so powerful, and more importantly, the solutions that can help people gain control again. Because fear grows in darkness, but it weakens when knowledge shines on it. Let's begin. Across the nation, a silent pressure is building. Groceries cost more. Gas cost more. Housing cost more. Medical bills cost more. Insurance cost more. Almost everything that is essential to survive now requires more money. But incomes, they have not kept up. This imbalance is one of the biggest roots of anxiety for American families. Expenses rise, income doesn't. Millions of Americans find themselves caught in a cycle where the price of living increases faster than their ability to earn. This pressure builds slowly. People try to ignore it at first, but eventually it fills every part of their daily life. A simple visit to the grocery store becomes a reminder of financial limits. A routine drive becomes a calculation of fuel costs. A routine visit to the doctor becomes a fear of unexpected bills. A normal day becomes a silent battlefield. Financial fear is no longer something that appears during emergencies. It is now part of everyday life. And this constant pressure creates emotional exhaustion, a steady drain that pushes people towards stress, anxiety, and uncertainty. Inflation is not just an economic term. It is an invisible force that changes how people live, think, and plan. Over the past several years, inflation has hit nearly every category of American spending: groceries, rent, utilities, healthcare, insurance, vehicle payments, childcare, education, everyday necessities. When inflation rises, two things happen simultaneously. Buying power decreases, meaning the same amount of money buys less than before. Financial confidence weakens. People no longer trust their income to secure their future. This is why inflation creates such intense fear. It makes people feel like they are sinking, slowly, quietly, and without warning. Many Americans say the same thing. I'm working harder, but getting less. I'm earning the same, but everything else is rising. I feel like my money disappears the moment I earn it. Inflation may be a number on a chart, but for millions, it feels like a direct attack on their ability to live with dignity. While costs rise, debt levels rise faster. Credit card debt, student loans, medical debt, car loans, personal loans, mortgage pressure. Across the country, Debt has reached record-breaking levels, levels that previous generations never experienced. Debt creates fear for three reasons. 1. Debt reduces freedom. People feel trapped by payments. 2. Debt creates uncertainty. When debt grows, financial stability disappears. And 3. Debt steals the future. Money that could be saved is used to pay interest. Debt is not just a financial weight. It is an emotional weight. It affects sleep. It affects mental health. It affects confidence. It affects decision-making. And most importantly, it affects hope. When people feel buried under debt, they begin to believe the future will never improve. This is why debt is one of the most dangerous forms of financial fear. For the first time in history, technology is replacing jobs faster than new jobs can be created. Artificial intelligence, automation, robotics, self-checkout, remote tools, digital systems. Entire industries are transforming, and for millions of workers, the fear is real. What happens if my job becomes unnecessary? What if I wake up one day and I'm replaced by software? What if my skills no longer matter? This fear is spreading across sectors: retail, transportation, banking, healthcare, customer service, logistics, office work, manufacturing, content creation, programming, freelancing. Technology has brought convenience, yes, but it has also brought insecurity. For many Americans, job fear is not about unemployment itself. It is about the fear of becoming irrelevant. Financial fear doesn't just affect wallets. It affects the mind. It creates sleepless nights, constant mental pressure, a feeling of losing control, stress during simple decisions, anxiety about the future, guilt about spending, shame about not earning enough, isolation from social life, fear of unexpected bills. Financial insecurity begins as a money issue, but quickly becomes an emotional issue. People start questioning their abilities. They start doubting their decisions. They start fearing the future. This psychological impact is often ignored, but it is one of the deepest wounds financial fear creates. Many people ask, why does money fear feel so much stronger today? The answer is simple. 1. Costs are rising faster than incomes. This imbalance creates a constant feeling of falling behind. 2. Technology is changing the workplace faster than people can adjust. Jobs become fragile. 3. Debt is more common and heavier than in previous generations. This creates long-term pressure. 4. The world is moving faster. People feel overwhelmed trying to keep up. 5. The future feels unpredictable. Uncertainty builds fear. But even though the fear is strong, solutions do exist. And now we will explore them. Financial fear grows when people feel powerless. The solution is to take back that power, step by step. Here are the essential financial solutions that every American can start implementing today. These are not theories. These are practical, real, achievable steps. Solution 1. The 50-30-20 budget strategy. This simple budgeting method is one of the most effective. 50% needs: rent, utilities, groceries, transportation, essential bills. 30% wants: entertainment, dining out, purchases. 20% savings or debt reduction: emergency fund, savings, credit card payments, investments. This gives people structure, clarity, and control. Solution 2. Build a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. Even small steps matter. Start with $100, then $300, then $500, then $1,000. Building gradually reduces fear dramatically.
Because when emergencies happen, money should not destroy you. Solution 3. Reduce high-interest debt first. Credit card debt is one of the biggest emotional and financial burdens. Use avalanche method, pay highest interest first. Snowball method, pay smallest amount first for motivation. Eliminating high-interest debt is one of the fastest ways to remove fear.
Solution 4. Track every dollar. People fear the unknown, especially with money. But when you track your spending, your fear decreases because you know where your money is going. You can fix leaks. You can create plans. You gain control. Awareness creates freedom. Solution 5. Reduce unnecessary subscriptions. In America, many people spend more on subscriptions than they realize. Streaming, apps, games, delivery memberships, software services, music, fitness apps. Canceling unused subscriptions can save hundreds of dollars per year. Solution 6. Build financial habits that protect your future. These habits are powerful. Weekly budget review, monthly savings target, automatic bill payments, automatic savings transfers. Avoid impulse purchases. Compare prices before buying. Keep debt low. Always plan for emergencies. Small habits create massive long-term changes. Solution 7. Learn skills that increase income. Income stability reduces financial fear. Jobs that are becoming more stable include technology-adapted jobs, AI-assisted roles, skilled trades, healthcare positions, cybersecurity, logistics and supply chain, digital marketing, financial services, online freelancing, and remote-based work. Even small income increases reduce enormous fear.
Financial fear is real. It is powerful. It affects millions, but it is not unbeatable. The real solution is not avoiding fear, but understanding it. Fear tells us what needs to change. Fear highlights what is fragile. Fear gives us direction if we listen. And when people take control of their budget, spending, savings, debt, income, habits, mindset, fear begins to fade. Because fear cannot survive where control begins. If you are watching this, and you feel the same pressure millions of Americans feel, if money has become your stress, your worry, your fear, if you are tired of living in uncertainty, then hear this clearly. Your financial future is still in your hands, not in the government's, not in the economies, not in the job markets, not in inflation's, not in anyone else's. Yours. Fear wins only when you do nothing. But the moment you take action, even a small step, fear begins to lose its power. Start budgeting. Start cutting unnecessary costs. Start saving small amounts. Start building an emergency fund. Start paying down debt. Start planning your income. Start taking back control. Because you deserve stability. You deserve peace. You deserve a future that does not depend on fear. And that future begins the moment you decide, I am taking control of my financial life starting today.